Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Monday, November the 4th, 2024. Monday, November the 4th. Still another emotional day going on, but not quite as bad as last week. Jason goes to Maxie and Spinelli's and he breaks the news to Spinelli. He and Maxie were broken up about it. Of course, Spinelli more than Maxie because Spinelli was actually closer to Sam than Maxie. Maxie was friends with her, okay, um, but accepted the feelings that Spinelli had for her, right? Because I want to say, as far as friends go, back in the day, Carly and Sam were more friends because of Jason than Maxie and Sam. But still, it was rough for Jason to tell him, and he did. So Spinelli now knows. And then we had Drew talking to Little Scout. Poor, poor child. My heart went out to her. Drew was talking about all the people there that love her and that are going to be there for her and the whole 9 yards. But the funny thing is, to me, he didn't lead enough with Daddy's got this. Okay. It's me and you, Scout, no matter what. I didn't truly get that. He named everybody in the house there, and Alexis and Christina and Molly, that love her and going to be there for her, but he just was naming so many people. To me, it diminished that the most important person was him. I don't know that he gets that. See, and this is going to be a turning point for Jason as well. He's going to have to understand and get the point that the most important person in Danny's life now is him. So let's see what Jason will do. You know, trouble follows the mob. Danny runs headfirst into trouble. But then again, so did little Michael. That boy was precocious as all get up with the other actor that played Michael. We're gonna see. This is a whole new chapter, but Carly was there to comfort Danny, and she did a very good job. She truly, truly did. I think she's gonna step up a lot more where Danny is concerned for Jason. Alexis was telling, really not telling, she already told TJ, Molly and Christina, but she at one point had to just stand up and do a meltdown. The true grief, she had tried to keep it together for them, but she needed to feel what she wanted to feel, and she needed to let those emotions out. And she's like, I'm sorry, I should be strong for you, but I can't. I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me anymore. I can't. And so they were trying to comfort her. And Christina said how guilty she felt because the last thing that she and Molly were doing was fighting with each other. She goes, my sister was going into surgery, and all I could do was fight. So much so that she had to get up and just leave the house angry. She goes, I'll never forgive myself for that. And Molly said, I'll never forgive myself for that either. Right. And Alexis is like, look, we have to pull together and lean on each other. You both are all I have left. This is it. The things that we do matter. So that really hit home. I think that's going to be a turning point for Molly and Christina. No, they're not going to be besties. No. But they're going to realize this is my sister. I love her. I can't stand what she did. This is Molly. Can't stand what she did to me. Can't stand what she was going to do for me. But if she died tomorrow, I would be devastated. And Christina needs to be, this is my sister. I know what I was planning on doing to her for my own reasons, but I know I'm going to own my part in this. And I'm going to do my best to, I don't want to say be civil or coexist because they got to do better than that. I'm going to do my best to be a sister to her. We may never be close, but we won't be bickering and fighting and hating each other. See, I think that's the approach they're going to have to take, right? Uh, Holly talked to Robert, and you know what I did, everybody? Fast forward, fast forward. I did not want to hear it at all. At the last scene of them together, Robert, I have to tell you something. I have never loved you more than I love you right now, Robert. So, of course, she reaches up and puts his head in a kiss lick arm lock. Now, watch Diane walk in tomorrow because Robert swore nothing like that would happen again. Although that caught Robert off guard. He wasn't going over there to be or standing there to be kissed by Holly, but she had done enough emotional luring him into their patch. No. Mm-mm. I got nothing for Holly, right? Nothing. And let me see. Spent a lot of scenes with Laura talking to Rocco in the chapel, and Rocco expressing his guilt because he was when they both were in surgery, Lulu and Sam. He said that if one of them had to die, he was praying that it wouldn't be his mother. So he felt so guilty for that. And Laura had to comfort him and talk to him. And Dante, of course, they spent a lot of time with him, still talking to Sonny. What I don't understand, why does Olivia not know? She should be there. That's her son. He is grieving and anguished. And so is her grandson, Rocco. So no Olivia. Yikes, right? So anyway, let's see. What else do we have? Oh, I was still racking my brain because we know how GH is with bringing people back from the dead eventually. Eventually. The only way I could see that happening, everybody, is if it's Sidwell. If to get, because remember, he's in town. He wants Anna, Jason, Holly, revenge on all of them. Okay. He would know enough to know who Sam Morgan is and who Danny is, and enough to engineer, because we don't know how the depth of Sidwell's reach is. Now he's high on the WSB radar. So he's ruthless and high enough. I think they're going to have him have the resources to have, they put a drug in her IV to simulate a heartbeat. And you know how they do it, soap operas. They made the heartbeat, it made the heart go beat so low that it's not detectable anymore by a heart machine. They'll write something up. And either this time next year or a couple years from now, Jason's going to be the one to rescue her from Sidwell, one of Sidwell's compounds. Watch. That's to me, that's the only angle they could go with that. So a year from now, 2 years from now, Jason was gone for what, three? They'll do the same thing. But I think that's the only explanation we could get with that. All right, everybody, that's it. I'm going to do comment corner. I'm going to start from the top. We had 78 comments. So I need everybody to understand I only read 10 minutes worth of comments from Comment Corner. Today I'm going from the top to the bottom. So for how far I get, that's how far I get. I don't want to hear you didn't get read my comment. Well, I'm only reading for 10 minutes and starting from the top to the bottom. And if you wrote a long comment, I'm gonna read the first paragraph. Catherine says, OMG, Drew should have said, I will be there. I know, Catherine. He named everybody. And I'm saying, did he even say himself? Aisha says, viewers might be divided over the show's decision to kill off Sam's character, but there's no denying the compelling stories that will follow from this tragedy. So many questions to be answered. What really happened to Sam? How will Sam's loved ones handle her loss? How will Jason and Drew adjust to being the sole parents of a kid? I know that's interesting. Great comment, though. Aisha wrote a long comment. Go on and read the rest of it, everyone. And then Ruth says, nobody can replace Sam. Judith said that. And then Judith said, yes, the scene was exceptional. Are the writers going to bring Sam back? Soaps can do that. What will be awesome? She must come back. Her mom, sisters, and her children and Dante need not suffer her loss. She was canceled for no good. Well, you're kind of mixing real life with contractual issues there, Judith. Um, and then Ashley says, yeah, I'm sure a Cassadine has taken her to one of the islands in Greece. Are there still Cassadines? Really? I think Sidwell could replace Cassadine for right now. Natasha says, unfortunately, GH needed to kill Sam off for ratings. The storyline surrounding her death is off the chain. It is true. The scenes, the acting is Emmy worthy. Alexis, Jason, and Dante. For sure, Alexis and Jason. Dante, I don't know, but for sure, Alexis and Jason. But Alexis more so than Jason. But I believe there is a twist in the future and they will bring back Sam's character. They did it with Jake and AJ, yep, but it took them years to bring little Jakey back and AJ too. So let's still hope for Sam's character to return and that it is Kelly Monaco. That's if she doesn't speak negatively, I know, out about GH. Annette says, beautiful lady. GH messed up by losing Sam and keeping Holly. Holly's not going to be there long. I'm very disappointed in our story writing. Holly is never there long. Uh, Bertie says, the way they recycle the different actors on this show, I pray they bring Kelly Monaco back as someone, maybe as her twin sister, no one knew about, knew anything about. I know Alexis was a teenager. She could have had two of them, and her uncle or either Eve or Evo Helena separated those twins. Could be. That's a good storyline. Hi, Birdie says, hi, recap lady. I remember hearing that there is a drug that they used for the heart attack patients. And if it is given to someone that doesn't have heart problems, it could cause them to have a heart attack. True, could be. They're gonna find something. I have no knowledge if there's such a medicine, IRL, whatever. I don't know what IRL means. But if there is this knowledge out there, it could really present a problem. Yeah, that is so true. There are a lot of evil people. And then Brenda says, whose apartment were they at? Whose apartment were they at? Because I thought Sam was living with Dante. Yeah, she was. No, he was living with her. Dante moved into Sam's penthouse apartment that Jason gave her. The penthouse apartment that is right across from Tony. I mean, it's Tony, Sonny. Sonny owns one, Jason owned the other. It should only be those two apartments up on that top floor. or penthouses up on that top floor. Care Bear says Christina and Molly will no doubt continue to fight. Each will blame each other for Sam's unwillingness to have them present after the surgery. Care Bear says Alexis's attitude takes me back to a time, oh, of my sister's death. Sorry for your loss. Her reaction and grief can be very violent. The reaction and grief can be very violent. And then Chrissy says maybe Alexis will avenge Sam's death if she was indeed murdered and claim DID as a defense again. And then I am says, I don't want Sidwell to have someone tamper with Sam's ID. I'm telling you, I'm thinking it's Sidwell, which would have been Holly's fault, just like the unplugging of Laura's ventilator. Hmm, that's true, huh? Alexis, Christina, and Molly need someone to blame, which would be Jason, and try to take Danny. For one, they wouldn't blame Jason unless they found out somehow it's Sidwell. Alexis, I'm sorry, she's not stable enough to raise a child. She isn't. No. Unfortunately, Jason needs to move into the Quartermains and raise his son there. I truly love the fact that GH believe no one could replace Kelly. It's sad, but it's also an honor. That is true. And then Shiloh says, thank you for saying the writers did an excellent job in the storyline. I agree 100%. I know fans don't want her to die, but Sam is not the only fan favorite character of 20 years vet to be killed off. Not the only older veteran fan actor to be killed off. Sam's death uh, is what makes the story more dramatic. There would not be a significant a reaction for fans of a character that they were someone like if it was someone like Drew, Nina, Ava, Scotty. Scotty's a veteran, but if Scotty died, right? Nah, I don't know. Scott Baldwin. We could see Lucy Cole go, right? I could see that. And then my friend died of a heart attack after routine gallbladder surgery. It can happen. Sorry for your loss, Shiloh. And then I'm going to read a couple more. Rosalia, Rosalia says, too bad Kelly Monaco left the show. I'm going to miss her on General Hospital. Too bad I didn't save her. You know, I know you all tried. The writers did a good job at the end. Hopefully you don't fire more characters on the show. And stop. I will stop watching the show. I've been watching the show since I was 13 and I'm 47 now. Look, I know we diehard GH fans. Um, they the only reason I started watching was because of Jason and Sam and Sonny and Carly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And you know what, everybody, I'm right at the mark. So I'm gonna go ahead and end Comment Corner. Thank you for the comments, everybody. If you haven't, go to Comment Corner on the YouTube channel and read and comment on other people's comments. You know, do some replies. Let's get some dialogue going there. I'll be back tomorrow with another daily recap of General Hospital.